If you're using AWD, you might be scratching your head and wondering, why are some of my SKUs qualifying for discounts, the smart rate, the managed rate, and others are not. They're on the base rate. Well, in this video, we're going to go ahead and break down the exact difference between the different tiers and how you can make sure you're getting the highest discount on AWD. So if there's one thing that we know for sure on Amazon, the fees are going to keep going up and up and up. And AWD, of course, is no different. Fees have gone up every year since the program has gone into place. And so we want to make sure that we're getting the lowest rate. So that's what we're diving into in this video. So what we're going to do is just break this down. So the base rate is essentially what you're automatically going to get. When you start using AWD, you're automatically going to get the base rate. Now, what actually makes this tier and makes you stay at this tier is that your auto replenishment rate is below 70%. So AWD has the ability to send boxes or cases of product to FBA automatically for you. If you don't have that enabled, or you're doing it manually enough times that less than 70% of your inventory is being transferred to FBA automatically, then you're going to get staying in the base rate. You're not going to be able to bump over to that smart storage rate. Also, if you're just doing all manual replenishment, if you've turned off the auto replenishment, you're going to get that base rate. So that's where we start. Now, the smart storage rate is relatively easy to get. The first metric anyways is super easy. So you have to have 70% or higher of your SKU transferred to FBA automatically using the auto replenishment feature. I leave that on. There's not really any reason not to leave it on because you can always go in there and manually transfer stuff if you need to, like if you're going to have a sale or something, you need to push more product over there faster. Pretty easy to do that. The little bit harder one is you need to have a combined historical days of supply of 70 days or higher across AWD and FBA. So the two combined have to be 70 days or higher. And then that qualifies that SKU. Remember, this is not account wide, it's SKU based. So that one SKU is going to get qualified if 70% or more is auto replenished and 70 days or more in stock or of supply across FBA and AWD. And that's going to get you the 10% off of the base rate for your storage only, nothing else. The Amazon managed rate is meeting everything we just talked about in the smart storage rate, plus you're using the Amazon managed logistics. So the LTL or the FTL, full truckload or less than truckload shipments into AWD. If you're using UPS, even if you purchase it through Amazon, you're not going to get the managed rate because UPS is not considered managed by Amazon. You have to be using Amazon's logistics. So that's going to be their freight services. AGL counts as well from overseas if you're bringing stuff in from China or India or wherever the case may be. And then you're going to get that 20% off the storage plus 10% off the transportation from AWD to FBA for your packages. So those are the big things. Now, how do you know if you're getting these rates or not? We're going to jump over here to my AWD section. So I've got a few SKUs in AWD right now for this account. And you can see this one is ineligible or is eligible for February. This one is ineligible. Now, if you want to find out why you're eligible or why you're ineligible, all you got to do is just click on that. And it's going to give you a breakdown exactly why. So if we scroll down here, in the last 30 days, I have had 92 days of supply, which is greater than that 70 days. But in the last 90 days, I'm at 49.4%. So there was a period where I didn't have enough stock in there, and Amazon is calculating this off of the 90-day supply. So I am not getting eligible for the smart rate because of that. So that is the main thing for the smart rate. Now, I did not use Amazon Logistics for this, so I'm not getting the Amazon managed rate. I used UPS to send these in because these are smaller products that I'm not sending in on pallets. I'm just utilizing AWD for the auto replenishment feature. And you can see here my auto replenishment rate also was at 50%. So didn't quite meet that 70% or higher that they're looking for as well. And that's because I sent some product directly into FBA because I got a little behind on this product and didn't send enough in quickly enough. So I had to send some in directly to FBA. All right, now if we click on this one here where we're eligible, you can see over the last 90 days, I'm over 70, and same with the last 30 days, I'm over 70 as well, and I have an auto replenishment rate of 100%. So I am getting that smart discounted rate for this SKU. Now, if I had used Amazon Logistics for this SKU, I would be qualified for Amazon managed rates, which would give me that additional discount. So that is where you're going to be able to see exactly why you're not qualified or why you are qualified for a particular SKU. So to wrap up here, we'll just take a look at this slideshow. I've got all of the rates and everything on here. So the AWD base rate, auto replenishment ratio below 70%, or you're doing it all manually and you're not using Amazon Logistics. Really, it doesn't matter for the base rate. It really matters if your auto replenishment is below 70%, you're on the base rate automatically. For the smart rate, if your auto replenishment is over 70%, plus you have 70 days or more in supply for FBA and AWD combined. And again, that's evaluated per SKU, remember. And then, of course, you get the Amazon managed rates by using Amazon LTL, FTL, AGL to get those shipments into Amazon. So it's really that simple to get those different rates. You really should be getting at least a smart storage rate if you're using AWD, and preferably getting these managed rates to make AWD possibly worthwhile. Now on the screen here, you're going to see popped up some other videos on AWD where we're going to be doing a deep dive into AWD and explaining more about the rate increase and such for AWD as well. So if you want to dive into those, click one of these two videos or click right over here to subscribe to our channel and get more videos just like this. Let me know down in the comments, how is AWD working for you? And while you're down there, like, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. And reach out to us at Amazon Storage Pros if you want us to do a full audit of your account to see where you're bleeding margin, where you're spending too much on storage, where you're not maintaining adequate stock to get the best rates in AWD, FBA, and keep all your products in stock. We are experts when it comes to logistics on Amazon and ensuring that you have the product where you need the product so you can execute on your marketing plan. My name's Todd Welch, Amazon Storage Pros. Happy selling, everybody.